Maybe I was youth organizer for 8 years in Cape Coast constituency. When it was one constituency. And that party, MPP, it's being governed by rule of man. And whatever the person says is final.
And how did he get here? Because
that is the issue. Because
Emrana, former President John Ajekum Kufuor, a supporter of Alan Martin clearly, ne show so the Nachi, and me a friend Alan Cash, no, the name be hosa. I mean, look at the party then and the party now. Compare. Unless we don't want to be honest. And then what women in animal contribute, I'm going to say, because when there is issue and there are issues, none of the women said they will not stand up and fight the system to correct it. No, maybe you're more free there. And the party, I don't know. Look at what happened to Mr. Kobile Japan and Mr. Paula Foko. Nkofua, ya to obey you as national executive, so national chairman and general secretary. Yes, they are appointed they were voted for. When they stood their grounds on certain issues, look at what happened to them. And this is the party. That is you ask the question, how did we get here? You see, in painful assembly, almost say, "Oh, my mew, now what's your da?" And Brenner Betchere, and I'm a boy. We are I'm no more with the party. We have moved on. Oh, okay. So what you want with the party?
Yeah, now I'm no more with the party.
Okay.
And I've said it publicly. So the point is that it is up to the party now to say either somebody has hijacked or somebody has not hijacked the party. It's up to them. But if you're an outsider and you look at MPP now and you compare to MPP then, obviously there's a huge difference between the MPP then and MPP now.
And you think Alan Martin letting the whole film making any impact
on the party?
Yes.
Oh, of course, certainly. Politics is now mess game, and Alan is a huge figure in Ghana here, and he was a huge figure in MPP. There are people who love him for who he is. Then people believe in. There no plan was about to GTP, So people, as he moved with people.
And definitely be so I can say they are with the party. Until no man be go back to the party.
Yeah, exactly. And interestingly, there are people, as Mr. Boache Jacob put it, there are people who have resigned in their heart already. Oh yes, it is true. There are people because Obiwa or opposition be Obiwa or parliamentary ambition, Obiwa or contract be Obiwa appointment be so obey fuzin because on pede or bima those things are not one. But in their heart of heart, they are not happy with what is happening. And such people, if you give them the opportunity, they will vote in a certain way.
And Ojidi say movement, will make any impact in Ghanaian politics now. Say me no kasa and no nyebi adachi biano. And now say you are not looking at 2024, you are looking beyond it.
I mean, obviously, I can't mission. We want to replace the duopoly, and it's going to be 2024, because if it's a two-party in Ebru Ghana for 32 years, and the result is what you have before us.
But Monsumaka say when you be a leadership number, so we need as president, you want to use these same two parties to rule this country. I mean, what an ambiguity?
No, it's not ambiguity. Listen, the constitution requires. You see, that is the constitution requires that you pick how do you call it 50%, more than 50% of your appointment, ministerial appointment from parliament.
And as it stands, parliament will two major parties that dominate here.
Yeah. You see. Let me tell you this: appointment makes the difference. If you go to parliament and you want to know whether, let's say, I don't want to use any ministry behind it because I'm picking on someone. If you go the ministers, if you go to parliament, for example, on MPP side, what for ministry say appointment now will be someone say, more occupy those positions. Are they the best people to occupy the position, or even in the house, in the parliament? There are people who are more qualified, or who are more competent. Okay. Do you get the point?
Yeah.
But we say somebody has been appointed to be a minister not because of his competence or because of his qualification, but because of his loyalty to somebody.
Okay.
But what I say, and see, if you get to a point where appointment will be made not because of somebody's loyalty, but because of somebody's competence, the same people in parliament, you can get somebody who is more qualified to be finance minister, someone who is more qualified to be other minister, but because they don't see them to be very loyal to someone, they will not be appointed. So, but if you have somebody, the person MPs, they don't owe any allegiance to him. So he's going to consider them on the basis of one competence.
Okay.
Or character, or credibility. That is what will make the difference. Do you get the point? But a situation where a political party wins power, even before we win power, not posting a do you get it? Because of on the basis of loyalty, most often. So that is why, for example, MP before MPs in parliament, Ghanaians mostly say they don't want the way the finance minister manage Ghana's finances. MPC press conference the finance minister must be removed, and then yes, but why is he still there? Because because of his loyalty to his cousin or something like that. So I'm saying that if we loyalty to Nche, let's say consider competence, you get people who can do the job better.
Okay. Martin, I can say, and then you run and Martin a strong contender, say about 2024 election, because some people think he's not a serious politician. Martin, my friend, my ba, people think he's not a serious politician.
He's a wise politician. He's a very wise politician. When you say, Mr. Alan Martin interest, or ambition in politics, it's not to become a flag bearer. It's to become president. Ultimately, his ambition is to become president and serve his country.
97.7
national chairman say, "Ono election answer winning tinche." The difference is that you can only become national chairman when you stay in the party. You can't go out of the party and become national chairman, but you can go out of the party and pursue your ambition to become president. The Constitution allows there 2 ways that it would make the president. First one, you come in the name of a political party, like we've had since 1992, or you say continue so as independent candidate. So if I want to be president to help my country, not to be a flag bearer of a party, and I say maybe because I have every right to get out of the party structures and pursue my personal agenda.
But why did you opt for a movement than a political party?
Oh, a movement, a movement in a sense, a movement brings a lot of people on board. There are a lot of people who don't really like politics in terms of the political party's system, and so those people they always be sitting on the fence. But with movement, you can easily get them on board, because this is not a political party; it's a movement for a change. Because if you say 32 years NDC and MPP rule Ghana, the results we have here is not the best.
And he's been part of this government too. And this is not the first time.
Yes.
So he's been part of not being the best.
97.7 FM.
I don't understand.
Been part of say MPP and this over the years. Yen himself say ekwenyo wa de be mo ban na tumpono and the best.
Yeah.
And I'm because Rural and Martin have been part of government, not just this regime but other ones, And it's also been part of not being the best.
That's what I'm saying. That you see, sometimes when you are part of a system, you learn a lot. And it is you who are what system. If you step out to cause a change, that change is more effective because you've learned a lot from the system. And that is what we are doing. Because, for example, there's no way if Alan were to be president, or if Alan is the president of Ghana, there's no way the finance minister will be there as finance minister. Do you understand? Obviously, he has failed, but he's still there. So I think the problem is the leadership. The leadership. The problem we have had in this country is that we focus so much on political parties than the leaders.
97.7.
Like we focus more on the vehicle than the person driving the vehicle. That has been the problem.
Okay, right. Okay, any any movement in the say abapa muguzu gedamo. I say more game plan.
It is growing.
There is something. I say more something under your sleeve will be because ahoki can be a woman. For instance, yeah, Lanche Martin you so active ademi da so that said now can be besi no.
This movement is being driven by the youth.
Okay.
Last week, I made reference to Nkrumah's time. Nkrumah's time, Nkrumah was successful with his breakaway from UGCC because
97.7 FM
change. Fahudeno anko for penu. the same way, Ghana says, look at, we are, in fact, we are under serious economic slavery. In Ghana here, we are under IMF. It's a serious, if IMF is the one to tell you what to do, then you are, it's like slavery, economic slavery, because then you don't do what you want to do. Decide
but they didn't force you.
No, mismanaging.
Yes, you didn't do your things well.
So first, China a foresee and say,
and
I'm saying that Ghanaians are yearning for Ghana for pensesa.
And tell you the time is now.
And it's not, you see, the change we want is not a change of one political party to another political party.
But leader.
It's a change of leadership.
Okay.
Sanya, say, you can cram in one. You could be because of political parties. All the countries that were struggling, that were underdeveloped or developing countries, or movie called developed countries, you know, they were all fortunately also say no menu was acronym. So Singapore, you normally mention Lim Kuan Yew. Even Kwame Nkrumah in Ghana. If Kwame Nkrumah had been given opportunity to rule Ghana for some time, if you go to Malaysia, it took one man. If you go to even Rwanda, Paul Kagame, you see, leaders change nations, not political parties.
Okay.
But unfortunately, we focus so much on
the vehicle,
than
the drivers
of the vehicle.